Tell me your thoughts today. I wanna read your word and know everything you have to say.
Hi there. Okay, so let's talk about social media. Kim White, the owner of My Sexy Business and my business coach, can teach you way more than I can about social media. And if you ever want to take a social media class that will just explode your market, go to mysexybusiness.com and explore her courses. She's got a great mastermind group as well. So today, and in your book planner, I'm going to share with you a tiny bit of what she's taught me. Let's start small so we can build as we go, right? Now, when you hear the word social media, you might be thinking, social media is such a time drain. Well, okay, that's true, but we are more disciplined than to spend our nights scrolling through recipes of gooey, cheesy things and funny cat videos. We are looking for advertising that's free and that develops exponentially. When you set up a social media author page, not your normal personal page, but an author page, then you have a free page that people can come to and notice you, usually a free page that the social media platform will actually promote as you develop your followers. You have a place where you can post quotes of what you've written, Bible verses, other things that will inspire your readers and keep them coming back. And you can use those posts as a way of advertising what you do. You're advertising the kind of author you are, the kind of material that you create, and you're getting people's attention. And it's all free. In addition, when you share a post, guess what? Everybody shares that post again and again and again. And your advertisement, that's free already, is being re-promoted over and over without you having to make any extra effort. Plus, most social media platforms will give you some type of data. They'll give you free data about your personal followers, what it is that inspires them, that they respond to and like and share, and what it is that didn't go over all that well. Although, don't knock yourself for those posts that you make that look like flops, because sometimes later on people start responding to them. And other times, hey, you've learned a lesson. The beauty of social media is it's not $1 million advertisement, so you don't have to worry if it's perfect. Kim says, if it's worth doing, it's worth doing poorly. Not because we shouldn't aim for doing our best, but because if we wait for perfection, nothing ever gets done. So, you're going to tap that enormous pool of social media using an author page, not just your personal page, but an author page or a business page that tells about this book you're writing. You can use several social media platforms. I personally use Hootsuite, 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 to schedule a post that will go to several places at once. And then in addition, certain things I'll also share on LinkedIn and I'll also share on Instagram separately. Now, on my Hootsuite, I go to Facebook and Twitter. And my videos I also post on YouTube. So there's several places that you can go, and there's even more than the ones I use based on what you want to, what kind of audience you want to reach. Where are they? I will caution you not to share posts from one platform to another, especially not from things like YouTube or other internet sites to Facebook. So these platforms want you to share things that are from that platform or things that you post initially to the platform. They get jealous of each other and they can limit your audience. They can hold you back if you're posting things from outside of their social media world. So be careful there. Let's talk about what kinds of posts to create. You have been writing for a long time, and you have some quotes, probably buried in that writing, that your readers would love to read. Things that will inspire them or promote them to think more deeply about how they're living and who God is. So dig some of those quotes out. Maybe grab some scriptures. And then every so often, just say a little something about your life. But if you take those quotes and those scriptures, don't just throw a bunch of words out into an ocean of words. Take those quotes or those scriptures and put them up against a colored background or a picture. Now, if you're not a photographer, there are tools for you to use. Even if you are a photographer, I find these tools pretty handy. Kim White, like I said, from My Sexy Business, she uses Canva a lot. And on Canva, you can choose fonts for your quote, and you can pick from free pictures or from pictures that you might pay $1 or $2 for. Canva is a great platform or great app for creating interesting posts. Now, I use WordSwag. I love WordSwag's variety of, I will say fonts, but they're like font arrangements. So they just really make your quotes jump out on the screen to a reader. And WordSwag also offers pictures you can use or lets you use your own pictures. Now, I am a photo geek. I love taking pictures and then doing all kinds of wild artistic things with them. So I also use Enlight and Enlight Photo Fox. Now, those are a couple of apps that have totally replaced my photo editing software. You know, those traditional programs that are so expensive that you have to go to classes to learn how to use. I don't even use them anymore because Enlight and Enlight Photo Fox have just replaced them for me. The quality of the pictures is terrific, and all the things I can do with just a swipe of a thumb on my phone. So those are some great tools for you to use. Again, whatever works for you is great. I just want to tell you what I've found useful because this is all about helping you do things more easily based on what I've already discovered. So when you're making quote photos and posting those, you might occasionally post something personal, like a Throwback Thursday photo, or a picture of your favorite writing place, or something just that helps the reader identify with who you are. You're more than an anonymous quote. You're a person that is showing them how to live differently, and they want to identify with you. And the cool thing is that social media followers, people who are going to be coming and liking your posts and things, those are people who really treasure authenticity. The world is full of people who need permission to be okay with themselves, who need permission to show the real them without a lot of, de-wrinkling and other tweaks that we do sometimes on our selfies. So give them permission by being the authentic you. Now, when we're talking about the authentic you, on your personal page, not your author page necessarily, but on your personal page, people are going to visit you. So be careful about the kinds of things that you're posting. Don't let your hair down a little too much. Sometimes we can get on political rants or other opinionated things that drive readers away, especially readers who aren't maybe not yet comfortable with the Christian faith and with God. They can just run as soon as we start getting really aggressive with things. So be careful. Monitor the things that you post even in your personal pages. And, maybe ditch the party pics. Show yourself having fun with your friends, but, be careful what you post. Now, let's pray, and then I'm going to give you an assignment. Lord, thank you. Thank you for modern technology and for the market that we have available at our fingertips, at the touch of our thumbs. Today is a good day to be sharing your word. Lord, help us to share you wisely. Help us to live in a public fashion that demonstrates you. If we're not comfortable publicizing who we are, Lord, help us to become comfortable enough to actually reach the people who are waiting for what you're saying through us. In Jesus' name. All right, you have an assignment. In your tools is a document called Post-it, and it's got 15 different ideas for things that you could post. Now, if you set up a social media author page, I'd like you to set up at least one, that's your first assignment, social media author page. Then you can actually set up a couple, and you can use a scheduler. I use Hootsuite, but you can use any type of scheduler. Whether it's one page or multiple pages, schedule at least one post a week. You can sit down and in a few hours, maybe a day, have posts scheduled to go out over the next month or two. 15 weeks of posts if you want to go through every one of the ideas on the Post-it tool. So do that, and when you share your posts online, a couple of things about those. Number one, use a couple of hashtags, things that a person who's searching online might search for. So hashtag devotional, hashtag new author, hashtag God is so cool. Something that people will see when they're searching for things. They'll find you that way. And also tag me. On Facebook, I'm 1 Minute Wiser, the number 1 Minute Wiser. So you do the @ sign and then 1 Minute Wiser. On Twitter, I'm 1 Minute Verses. So you do @ 1 Minute Verses. My website, of course, is 1 Moment Wiser. And with that in mind, let me just tell you, don't do what I did. Find one name that you can use on multiple social platforms that isn't already being used, and try to use just one name. I made that mistake, but by the time I realized what a mistake it was, I had too big of an audience to quit. So just try to stay recognizable with one name everywhere. Now, the other thing is, so if you tag me, of course, my audience is going to see you, and then they can share your posts as well. The other thing is, share your own posts and thank people who share your posts. Your notifications will tell you who shared your post. Make sure that the same day you go back to them and say, hey, thank you for sharing that post, and you like it on the, where they've shared it. Now, for your own self, make sure that you share your posts on your own personal social media page, so that, number one, your post has at least one share, but also so that you catch those people who know you but haven't gone to your page yet. All right, that's a lot, but you've got the tool for it. So sit down, create yourself a social media page, schedule some posts, make sure to hashtag for easy searchability, tag me for double the audience, and share your posts and thank your sharers. God bless you guys. See you soon.
I want nothing to take my